Your website should be your hardest working team member, like showing up 24/7 to attract clients, to attract your people, to answer questions, and to help you throughout your sales process. Without it, you're invisible. And invisible businesses do not grow. You absolutely need a website, and you should not solely be depending on social media because you don't own those platforms. And if any of them snatch your profile gets hacked, or God forbid, like the whole platform shuts down, your people won't know where to find you. Your brand is the feeling that people get when they interact with your business. And when it's unclear or inconsistent or a combination of both, then everything else is really going to be harder for you. It is about the connection that you are creating with your people. And that is very, very, very important. Okay, so here we are. I have been saying that I was going to start the Studio 117 Creative YouTube channel, video content for the longest, but whether it was imposter syndrome, my hair not being done, my outfit being a mess, or me just not wanting to get in front of the camera, it has not happened. That changes now. We're getting started. We're getting started. It's going to be messy. It's going to be real. And I hope that we find it engaging. So, what I am doing is I know that people consume content all different kinds of ways. Some of us like to read it, some of us like to watch it, some of us like to listen to it. And so, with that in mind, there is no need to really reinvent the wheel, right? What I'm going to be doing going forward is my weekly Tips Tuesdays newsletters. To start, I am going to start recording those as videos when it is applicable. If it doesn't make sense to make it video content, then I'm not gonna. But that is where it will be beneficial to you to actually sign up for my weekly Tips Tuesday newsletter in case there is one that I publish just as an email versus an actual video. If you are finding me here on YouTube or some other video platform, then I want you to make sure you check the link in the description, head over, sign up, and get the weekly Tips Tuesdays emails. I do not send junk. This is good stuff that I send out if you are a small business owner, a nonprofit, or a solopreneur like myself. I share everything that I know. You see this? Teach everything you know. I totally believe in that. So I'm going to share everything that I know with you guys. Sometimes it is messy. I don't proclaim to know everything. But if I've done something before and it worked, I'm going to share it. Fair? All right. So we are going to dive into this week's Tips Tuesday newsletter, where we are really just talking about finishing strong. Tips Tuesday has been on vacation now since I believe July, but we are back up and running. And the goal here is to help you finish 2025 strong and to start 2026 even stronger. Here we are. Let me share with you guys what we're going to be covering through the end of 2025. And in addition to that, I want to share why these things are important. So, between now and December, we're going to go back to the basics. We're going to talk about four foundational pillars that keep your business running smoothly. And to think about being a small business owner, whether it's a actual small business, a nonprofit, or you're, doing some type of side hustle or whatever. Like we're all just kind of learning as we go. And we're doing some things really, really well. And then we are doing some things like by the seat of our pants. And as we know and learn more, we get better at those things. So, this is an opportunity for you to kind of learn some things, maybe freshen up on some stuff that you already know, and ultimately just end up in a better spot, I hope, from this content that I'm sharing. So, the four foundational pillars that we're going to be talking about is branding, websites, systems, and content. All of these things are so very important to your business. And I will share with you that branding is going to be the one that we're coming up in first in the series. Okay. So, branding is not just about your logos and colors. You know what I mean? Like, the aesthetics of it. It is also about like how you show up, what you stand for, what is the experience that you are creating for your people, whether you are a blogger, whether you are a service-based small business, your brand is the feeling. Like the feeling that people get when they interact with your business. And when it's unclear or inconsistent or a combination of both, then everything else is really going to be harder for you. So, this is important because without solid branding, you're constantly reinventing the wheel with every post, email, interaction, social media engagement. Clear branding makes your decisions and your movements easier. It makes content creation faster, and it helps you help the right people that are actually going to recognize and remember you, the ones that you are doing what you do for, right? So, we're going to dive in on some branding stuff in this series. We're going to talk about it again, hoping that you learn something or that you just are able to improve something that you already know. That's the goal. The next thing I want to talk about is websites. And you know, I am your websites and systems bestie. Like, that is my jam, right? I love all things website systems, all of that stuff. Your website is your digital home base. And there is this argument that pops up at least once a quarter where people are like, you don't even need a website for your business. And then there are those of us in the camp of, you absolutely need a website to run your business. And whether you are a service-based business or whatever kind of business you are, you absolutely need a website, and you should not solely be depending on social media because you don't own those platforms. And if any of them snatch your profile gets hacked, or God forbid, like the whole platform shuts down, your people won't know where to find you. Your website is your home. You want to make sure that your people still know that they can come find you somewhere else if you fall off the face of Facebook, Threads, Instagram, right? So the website should actually be working for your business, not against it. I am very much in the camp of it is a non negotiable. If you have a business, you need a website. And it can even be a single page website where it's not like this elaborate, big to do, this really expensive project, but you should have a home base where people can find you. And this is, you'll hear me say it time and time again. Your website should be your hardest working team member, like showing up 24/7 to attract clients, to attract your people, to answer questions, and to help you throughout your sales process. So when it's not doing its job, you're working twice as hard to get half of the results. And so your website is, it's your teammate, like right here. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is your systems. And websites and systems go hand in hand. And this again is whether you run a service-based business, whether you have a blog, whether you're a nonprofit. The systems are the behind the scenes magic that keeps everything running without you having to burn out. I want you to think like client onboarding systems, project management, email workflows, and email software, all of the things that happen and run smoothly when you have the right systems in place. And this is important because systems ultimately, when you have them set up right, they give you your time back. They reduce stress, they eliminate dropped balls, and they let you scale without feeling like you're drowning. Good systems mean you can take a break away from your business without it falling apart. And ask me how I know. Okay. All right. So, anyway, the next one is content. Content is going to be the way that you communicate your value and connect with your audience. It's about the words and the voice and the way that you present overall your business to the world, right? So it includes everything from like your blog posts to your social media to your emails, your videos. This video right here, it's a piece of content, right? All of these things are important, and you don't have to be doing all of them, but you definitely want to hone in on what type of content you want to create, where you want to meet your people at, and make sure that you are being consistent with it. And this matters because consistent strategic content builds trust. Trust gives you customers that not only work with you, they refer you, they come back, and they also sing your praises. They will market for you. So it positions you as the go to expert and brings leads and nurtures relationships, even with new and existing clients. Without it, you're invisible, and invisible businesses do not grow. Again, ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. So I'm not going to just be throwing random tips at you for the next couple of weeks. Each week, we are kind of just going to build on the last one, creating a solid foundation that you'll carry through Q4 and set you up for what I hope is an incredible 2026. I want you to think of it like this: you can't build a house without a foundation. And it's the same with your business. So, your branding, your website, your systems, your content, these four things work together to create a business that is not just surviving, but thriving. And the best part is, you don't have to figure out any of it alone because literally that is what I am here for. Okay. So, if you need help with something, or there is something that is like, oh my gosh, I have this one thing that I've been meaning to address with any of these four things, feel free to drop it in the comments on this video, respond to me in an email, or hit me up on one of my quote forums on my website. And let's talk about how I can help you with getting the answers that you need for that thing that is driving you crazy. Okay. So let's talk about what's coming next week. We're going to be diving right into branding, something I'm really, really excited about. And it is going to be about making sure that your voice is heard clearly and consistently across everything that you do. Because again, it's not just about the aesthetics and your pretty colors and your fancy logo. It is about the connection that you are creating with your people. And that is very, very, very important. Okay. So I appreciate you guys if you made it all the way through this first video. And I'm excited to be meeting you here more often. Until next time, guys.